as with every Friday, I try to watch something on streaming as well as on theaters because a lot of people don't review things on streaming, so it boosts my algorithm. So subscribe if you found me, because I put a lot of work into this. I would appreciate it. But today we're talking about a movie that I've been looking forward to, honestly. I knew about it for the past, 3 weeks. I watched the trailer, and I was like, this looks like exactly my kind of movie, and I was right. It's exactly my kind of movie. Metal Lords was released in 2022. It was written by Db Weiss and directed by Peter Sollett. No spoilers, but the idea of this film is about two boys who are friends trying to make it into the battle of the bands, and they're trying to find a bass player, and also, it's a coming of age story kind of, so they're also experimenting with love and sex and all of that. So I want to talk about that first, I think, because it's definitely the smaller part of the film, which is Jaden, what's his name? Jaden Martell, who I love him as an actor. I think he was my favorite actor in It, I think. And he's really good in this film too. And he meets this girl who's incredible. Where can I find a girl like this? She rocks out on the cello. She looks awesome and also kind of nerdy. It's perfect. Anyway, he meets her and falls in love with her, and they do it in the film. They don't actually show it in the film, but it is a little uncomfortable, but also it makes sense. And I'm not mad about it at all. I mean, I'm all for, showing that kind of theme in a movie about young adults, because it happens all the time. But that really showed me the tone of the film and what they were going for, because it happens pretty early on. It's in the first half hour, I'd say, and it just feels right in this situation. Because at first I was like, are they really about to have sex? They're in high school, I get it, but also it's a little weird. And then I was like, oh no, I get it now. It works with the theme and the feel of the film. But anyway, I want to say that I thought that it went well, and normally it doesn't, so good for you. The cast has such chemistry in this film, particularly, again, Jaden Martell, Isis Hainsworth, and Adrian Greensmith. All fantastic performances in this, which brings me to the music, which I don't know if they did their own music. I assume some of it was, and then some of it wasn't. But oh my goodness, does it look good. It looks so good. I love Whiplash, but that's for different reasons. But I love movies about music. I used to be a musician. I play the trumpet, trombone, mellophone, whatever. I play a lot of brass instruments. And so whenever I see a movie about music, about young adults and music, I feel attracted to it, because I was in the same boat for a while. For 7 years. And this definitely it had some kind of nostalgia to me, which is weird. I did not expect to feel nostalgic when I was watching this movie. But it definitely took me back to my high school days and my days of wanting to be a musician, wanting to be an actor or whatever, which shows that they knew what they were doing. Good for you. This is the first really movie that I've seen in a while that has a feel of, this feels real, this could happen. There's a couple of side plots I don't like. There's this one side plot where the guitarist gets put in a mental health place. I'm like, yeah, I get it, and also I hate it. I get why it happened, and it's probably realistic, but it was boring to me. And then there's kind of this switch that happens at the end that it's typical for a young adult film, where there's a problem amongst the characters, and then eventually it gets resolved. And when you're watching a young adult film, you have to kind of take it with a grain of salt that it's a little dumb, because they have this really big falling out, there's a big problem, and then all of a sudden they're all okay with each other again, and I'm like, yeah, I don't buy it, but also whatever. I don't care enough about it to not like the film. Because it happens in every young adult film. It's just a fact. It happens. It's something you have to live through there. And that kind of did ruin the end a little bit for me, but the ending is still really cool and solid. I think it's an interesting ending that they chose to do, because it's not the ending I thought they were going to do, and the ending I thought they were going to do was a lot better, in my opinion, but I didn't rate the movie. Plus, they like to end it on a happier tone, which, whatever, fine. This movie had a lot of twists and turns that I wasn't really expecting. I kind of thought they were going to break apart and start a new band with just the two of them without the guy, and none of that happened, and that kind of surprised me a little bit. There's this other part where the guy, the drummer, finds another girl and is kind of smooching with her, and then he realizes, oh no, I love this other person, and that's a really responsible thing to do, and I'm really shocked they put that in the film, because most of the time when you see that kind of thing in film, he just goes for it anyway, and then the other girl finds out, and then there's another falling out. They avoided that completely, and that was really cool because it saved time off the film, and also showed that there are responsible young men in the world. So that was exciting. But this movie is just really fun altogether. The music is fantastic. I know they have a great music producer, so good for you. But like, it's immaculate. It is electric. This movie is electrifying. It is just so fun to watch. I will be watching this again soon, and I'm going to go ahead and give Metal Lords an A. Have you guys seen Metal Lords? Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought about it. It is on Netflix. It's a Netflix original, so you can stream it there if you'd like to, which, again, I would highly recommend if you like young adult films or if you like music films or both. Definitely consider doing that because it's really good. And please consider subscribing if you're not already. That would help me out a whole lot. I would truly appreciate it. It keeps the channel going, so please consider doing so. And as always, keep watching movies and television. Stay educated. I'll see you guys in the next video.